This evening at Westminster Cathedral, the Duchess of Kent began her final journey in a manner both solemn and historic. Catherine Worsley, who died peacefully at Kensington Palace on the 4th of September at the age of 92, was accompanied on her coffin's procession by a lone piper of the Royal Dragoon Guards, the regiment she loyally supported as Deputy Colonel-in-Chief since its inception in 1992. The hearse, carrying her coffin, departed from Kensington Palace and arrived at the great Catholic Cathedral in Victoria, where the vigil for the deceased is being held this evening, and the bearer party, drawn from her regiment, carried the coffin into the cathedral. There the coffin was formally received in the rite of reception, sprinkled with holy water, and placed in the chapel of the Blessed Virgin Mary. Evening prayers, or vespers, for the dead were led by Bishop James Curry, the auxiliary Bishop of Westminster, the Duke of Kent, and their children George, the Earl of St Andrews, Lady Helen Taylor, and Lord Nicholas Windsor. Their grandchildren were in attendance, joined by close relatives like Prince Michael of Kent. This vigil service is private, quiet and reflective, a moment for family and the closest circle to keep watch. It is also unprecedented in modern royal history. The Duchess was the first senior royal to convert to Catholicism in more than 300 years, doing so in 1994, and her choice of Westminster Cathedral rather than an Anglican setting marks a milestone in the gradual accommodation of Catholic rites at the heart of British royal life. Tomorrow the Requiem Mass will be celebrated by Cardinal Vincent Nichols, the Archbishop of Westminster, with Bishop Curry and the Dean of Windsor also participating. The King and Queen, along with other senior members of the royal family, will attend. After the Mass, the Duchess's coffin will be taken to Frogmore at Windsor for burial in the Royal Burial Ground. Tonight's vigil sets the tone for those rites, the intimate, dignified rites steeped in faith. It's also a reminder of who Catherine was, once dubbed Caring Kate for her compassion, remembered for comforting the player who lost, I can't remember her name, at Wimbledon in 1993, for teaching music in a Hull primary school as plain Mrs. Kent, and for her years volunteering with Samaritans and supporting UNICEF. The Duchess was admired for turning her life of privilege into a vocation of empathy. The vigil is not only a family farewell, but a public symbol. A Catholic Duchess of Kent, mourned at Westminster Cathedral, marks how Britain has changed since the days when no Catholic could sit on the throne. It is a quiet, historic reconciliation of faith, of family, of service.